What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. It's currently midnight, but considering that there was quite a few people that were unhappy that the last Decidueye raid video that I made was not a solo strat, I wanted to make sure that I filmed this before I left for Sacramento Regionals. So today I'll be going over a solo strat that one of my lovely viewers sent over to me so that you guys can go ahead and easily solo Decidueye. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So the good news is if you already watched my previous raid build video where I showed you the different Pokemon that you could take into this raid, whether you were doing it by yourself or in a group, then you probably already have this Corviknight build. And this Corviknight in particular is going to be full HP and full attack with the ability Mirror Armor, which definitely comes in handy when you are trying to solo this raid. And then moveset, it is going to have Taunt, Bulk Up, Drill Peck, and then the fourth move can kind of just be whatever. I have Reflect on there in case I needed it. Hisuian Decidueye, on the other hand, is of course going to be a Grass Terra for this raid, and is going to have access to the move Triple Arrows, Brave Bird, Shadow Claw, Leaf Blade, and also have access to Bulk Up, as well as Sword Dance. So it definitely has a good amount of setup moves, and it has the ability Scrappy, which means that it's not able to be intimidated. So you can see why Taunt is going to be super important in this strategy, since we're obviously going to have to prevent it from setting itself up, because otherwise it's gonna hurt. It does also have access to Grassy terrain as well, but that's not as important as the Sword Dance and the Bulk Up. And then just in case you didn't quite catch the previous video that I made for the raid builds, this specific Corviknight is going to be a Flying Terra type and is also going to have the Shell Bell item in addition to the moveset as well as the EVs that we previously went over. But now that we have a little bit of a rundown for what exactly we're going to be taking into this raid and what exactly we have to deal with when it comes to Hisuian Decidueye, let's go ahead and jump into the strat. So once you're actually in the raid, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and taunt Decidueye, just because, like I mentioned, it does have access to Bulk Up as well as Sword Dance, so you want to prevent any of that from happening from square one. Hisuian Decidueye also goes ahead and clears any stat boosts after turn one, so if you do try to set up turn one, as you can see here, it's nullifying all the stat and abilities, then it'll basically be a waste. But after it goes ahead and does that, then you can go ahead and start setting up yourself. So I went for Bulk Up, which of course is also going to help so that you don't get hit as hard by all of these crazy physical attacks that it's going to be throwing at you, especially Triple Arrows, which has a high crit ratio like that, which this Hisuian Decidueye loves critting and flinching me. But after that, you're going to go ahead and go for a Drill Peck, because obviously you want to start hitting it, because one, since we have a Shell Bell, it is going to give us a little bit of HP recovery after we do that, and two, we want to go ahead and get as many hits in as possible so that we can terastalize as quickly as possible. Also, we love that we got a paralysis. We love having good NPCs helping us out. Now I'm going to go ahead and go for another taunt, because at this point taunt has worn off and we need to get that taunt in before it sets up the shield after the next turn, since after that you won't be able to taunt it anymore, and it does try to go for a Sword Dance after it puts its shield up. Of course, obviously here I got critted once again, because like I said, my guy loves critting me. My RNG is not good in this raid, but it's fine. It's better to get knocked out early on and be able to reset up and terastalize after that. But while I wait to revive, which this is the worst part out of the raids, is just sitting here watching the counter go down. Ah yes, there I am. Now I'm going to go ahead and go for a Bulk Up once again, just so that I can start setting up again, since obviously we're starting from square one now, since I fainted. But after we get hit by yet another attack, as you can see, it's not doing as much since it isn't able to set itself up. I'm going to go for a second Bulk Up, because I want to keep myself alive as quickly as possible so that I can start spamming Drill Pick basically, so that I am able to terastalize. But as you can see, these Triple Arrows are doing a lot less now. Here is Grassy Terrain. Like I said, it does set that up, but that's kind of like a minuscule detail at this point. Here comes a Leaf Storm, which that kind of hurt, but it's fine. We're still in the yellow. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go for my Drill Peck. And obviously this isn't really going to do anything because its shield is up and I'm not terastalized, but like I said, we need to get as many Drill Pecks in as possible so that we are able to terastalize. And we're also getting a little bit of HP recovery, but here is another Drill Peck. And as you can see, I got a couple of HP points back. Here's another triple arrow, which is bringing me down pretty low. I'm at 92 HP at this point, so I am risking it to get the biscuit, and I'm gonna terastalize and go for a drill peck, which, since if you haven't noticed, mirror armor has been dropping Decidueye's defense since it is dropping my defense as well. This should actually do quite a bit of damage, and since we naturally outspeed Decidueye, I should be able to get quite a bit of HP back after I hit this drill peck. At least that's what I was banking on here. So here is my drill peck. And as you can see, that did quite a big chunk of damage, and I am now back to 190 HP. Triple arrows is not really doing too much at this point either. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spam drill peck at this point. And you'll see that each time I use drill peck, not only does it do a lot of damage, but I'm also healing myself quite a bit. Like, I'm now back in the green at 260 HP. And at this point, Decidueye starts using Brave Bird a ton, which it supposedly has recoil, but really does anything to itself. But it's fine. Like I said, we're just gonna keep spamming drill peck, and as you can see, we are almost out of the shield range, and I am basically at like 3/4 HP now. Here comes another Brave Bird, and once again, I'm going for drill peck. After you set up your 2 bulk ups and terastalize, you are literally just free to spam drill peck. And as you can see, at this point, I am like not concerned about fainting whatsoever because Decidueye has not been able to set up at all, so its attacks are not hurting me, at least not too much, and any damage that I am taking, I'm literally healing like 2-fold by using 1 drill peck. And so here we are, here's another drill peck, and we should be able to take it out with like 1 or 2 more drill pecks at this point. And as you can see, I am at full HP, so we are literally in the go. In the go? Am I okay? In the green? In the good? Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. It's 12 in the morning, alright? Cut me some slack. But Decidueye decided to live on a sliver of HP, so we're gonna go ahead and use 1 more drill peck after it does a little wimpy Brave Bird. So here is my final drill peck, and boom, we have now successfully taken down Hisuian Decidueye with a Pokemon that you probably already have built. And of course, we love the rewards that we can get. So if you do want to farm these raids, this is a great strategy for you to use. And I'm sure that you guys probably have a lot better RNG than I do and are not going to get critted as many times as I did. But there you have it. That is one of the easiest ways that you can solo Hisuian Decidueye with a Pokemon that you probably already have built. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. And if you did, I kindly suggest you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.